Hi, I'm Andy and welcome to my channel about crypto. In today's video I'll be talking about market situation and some altcoins which I think are quite interesting at the moment. It's been quite an interesting week for Bitcoin. If we look at the price last Sunday, we barely made it above 20-week moving average, 20-week SMA. As we can see here on the chart, it's this purple line. And last Sunday we were literally we closed last Sunday literally just above it. In fact, if you've seen my previous video, you will see that we either closed just below or just above 20-week SMA, depending on which exchange you look at. Since then, we had a bit of a move up at the beginning of the week. Then prices went down again around midweek. In fact, we were struggling to stay above 20-week SMA on, I think it was Thursday evening. And then we had significant move up on Friday and a little bit of a downtrend over the weekend. We are currently probably about 10% above 20-week SMA. It's this purple line here, which currently is around $43,600. And Bitcoin price at the moment is 46,500. It just went down a bit. It was above 47,000 earlier today. But we are still certainly well above that 20-week SMA. Also, over the weekend, we managed to get above 200-day moving average, which is another important level. Whether we'll stay above it, it remains to be seen. That's 45,500. So we're only about $1,000 above it at the moment. So it is pretty close, but let's see how it goes. Also, we are potentially approaching soon Golden Cross. Golden Cross occurs when 50-day moving average goes above 200-day moving average, or in other words, it means that shorter term market trend is more bullish than longer term trend. If we look at the chart, the 50-day moving average is the dark blue line here, and 200-day moving average is the lime green line here, just below the current prices. They are slowly converging. However, I think it may still take a while before Golden Cross occurs. If we zoom out a bit and grab a pen, if the current trend continues, we could expect to see maybe something like this happening, and both line crossing somewhere in early to mid September. Of course, this is quite dubious speculation, but we are certainly on the path for this to occur. When it will exactly happen, it depends on prices of Bitcoin in short term, but it seems like it's likely to happen at some point in September. Why is this important? Well, we cannot really expect to put a new all-time high before the Golden Cross occurs, because essentially Golden Cross is an indication of bullish sentiment in the market. We had the opposite of it, Death Cross in, I think it was 19th of June. So that's when 50-day moving average dipped below 200-day moving average. And we'll be largely in bearish market since then. So an upcoming Golden Cross is certainly a very positive indicator. If we zoom back in, we can see, if we look at the last week or so, so these candles here, we can see that we are still just below that 20-week moving average. It remains to be seen whether we will dip and test it, or whether we stay above it. We can stay above it, as it was the case earlier in the year and in the late 2020. In fact, last time we've tested that level was here in September 2020, almost exactly a year ago. And since then, if you look at the purple line, the prices stayed way above it. We never actually dipped to that level. until the prices started going down very rapidly in May this year. Two things can happen now. We'll either go back to 20-week SMA, bounce off it, and then most likely will be on a move up, or it will dip below it, and that could see the price of Bitcoin going down again to $40,000 level, or possibly even below. I don't think we'll go as low as before to low 30s or even below 30s, but certainly it remains a possibility that the prices can still go down. And there is of course also a chance that we'll just carry on up from this point. Comparing to where we were last week at this point, we are certainly in a much better place. Situation looks much more bullish. Prices generally are going up, even though they seem to be going down while I'm recording this video, but we're still in good position. So there are reasons to be optimistic about the coming weeks. Also, a lot of altcoins started recovering. If we look at CoinGecko, the overall crypto market cap is actually above $2 trillion again, which hasn't been the case for quite a few months now. Overall, over the last 7 days, the prices have been going up, and some of them quite significantly. This is especially true for ADA, which went up from around $40, $50 to $2.2 range, and it's been in that range for the last 3 or 4 days. Whether it will stay here, it remains to be seen, but considering that an announcement came on Friday that Cardano will finally get smart contracts on the 12th of September, it's likely that the prices will stay quite high. It certainly helped with driving that price up over the weekend. This also had an impact on various projects which are developed within the Cardano ecosystem. So we have cardstarter, which went up from around $15 to around $30. So essentially you could double your money in the last week or so. Charlie 3, which actually has been absolutely crazy. It was around $2 for a while. It went above $4. In fact, it put new all-time high yesterday, $4.20. It came down a bit since then, but it's still performing really well. We have also Ocamfi, which is not moving quite as fast. It went from around $7 to $10, now dipped down to about $9. But it's still performing really well. It's still quite a bit below its all-time high 3 months ago. So these are the projects I'm currently looking at. Essentially, Cardano and anything that's built within a Cardano ecosystem. I think as the smart contracts are deployed, and there's a lot of chatter in the crypto space about Cardano, I think all those projects have really strong potential to go up. Especially that at the moment, a lot of them are significantly down from their previous all-time highs, especially cardstarter. That peaked at $83 in May, so it's still down 66%. And that previous price was purely speculative. That was before smart contracts were announced. So there are all reasons to believe that that cardstarter will hit its previous all-time high, or in fact it should go quite a bit higher. So that, I think this is still a really good buying opportunity, even though it went up quite a bit over the last few days. Charlie 3, well, it literally just put its all-time high, so I'm a bit more cautious when it comes to this one. But again, it's within that Cardano ecosystem, so it could still go up quite significantly. Ocamfi, that's still, I think, around 50% down, so still a lot of potential for growth. And there are also a couple of other projects I wanted to mention. And I wanted to mention them purely because they went down a lot from their previous all-time highs, and they remain really solid projects. One of them is Chain, which is an oracle, really low market cap, under $20 million, just under 19 in fact. It's currently around $9, and its all-time high was 105. So it's still 90% down. So it's an amazing opportunity to do around 10x from this point if it hits its previous all-time high. And if the market goes up much higher than before, as it's an expectation, if Bitcoin goes above 100K, well, there's pretty good chance that all previous all-time highs will be absolutely smashed. So this one is a relatively safe bet that it will do another 10 or 20x quite comfortably from its current price. And another one is Blank, which is a really interesting project. It went up quite a bit over the last few days, but the price is still really good. It's 84 cents. It was $5.15, but at the time that price was purely speculative. There was no product. It was just essentially influencers talking about the project. And it's a really good project. Essentially, it's a non-custodial software wallet, like, let's say, MetaMask. But unlike MetaMask, Blank allows you to hide your balance and hide your transactions, which is going to be increasingly important as crypto becomes more and more popular. You don't necessarily want to show everyone what's your bank balance, so why would you want to do it with crypto? And Blank now has beta wallet, so you can actually go to their website and you can download the wallet and you can try it out. And they are planning to release mainnet wallet next month in September. So once they have fully working product, there is really good chance that this token could go up massively. Essentially, you can think about it as the new MetaMask. And at the moment, its market cap, it's only $18 million. So it could go absolutely huge. So yeah, that's another one I'm quite bullish on. And because it's still so much down from its previous all-time high, I think it presents really good buying opportunity. There's a really good chance that it will go up 10x, 20x, maybe more. So just at the end, I would like to look quickly at ETH and ADA performance. So we looked at Bitcoin. It's going up quite steadily. It's certainly not going parabolic, which is actually quite good because that gives a bit of room for altcoins to grow. If we look then at ETH, it had a couple of really strong weeks, but actually last week it's been pretty steady, around somewhere between $3,000 and $3,300. But that's not a bad thing. It's a good price level, so yeah, it just slowed down a bit. And then Cardano, it's actually the exact opposite. While Cardano was quite stable in the previous couple of weeks, last week it went absolutely crazy. We had that move from around $1.40, $1.50 to around $1.20. To around $2.20. Now it came down just a little bit, but it still stays above $2.10. Whether it will stay here or whether we'll have a bit of a dip, we shall see. I mean, this move, if we zoom out, is quite similar to what happened in mid-May. So we could see the prices coming down, but what makes all the difference here is the fact that there was the announcement about smart contracts coming out in literally less than a month. So there is pretty good chance that those prices may actually stay. And in fact, this may be just the first leg of a much bigger move up. So you could see ADA breaking $3 barrier in the next few weeks after the release of smart contracts. So just to sum up, current situation is certainly good. Comparing to last week, we're moving in the right direction. For the most part, certainly for all the large cap coins, I don't think we'll be putting any all-time highs anytime soon. I mean, Cardano is pretty close, but everything else seems to be much more steady. But yeah, we are certainly moving in the right direction. The main thing to look for in the next few days and weeks is whether Bitcoin will stay above 20-week SMA, and also when Golden Cross will likely occur. And as these two things happen, we can see, we can hope for a more significant move up. As the market is becoming more active, I'll be probably posting these videos a bit more often, maybe a couple times a week or so. If you find this content helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button. And also, please do post comments about anything you would like to see in future videos or any questions you may have. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. See ya.